In today's video, we're taking a look at the specialized DXF export for sheet metal parts in SolidSteel parametric. For the demo, I've put together a small frame corner here, combining an end plate, ribs, and a haunch. Before we can run the export, we first need to assign position numbers and run the equal part detection. To do that, we open the SolidSteel tasks, click on the Position Numbers tab, hit the Update button, and we can already see all the categories appearing. If we expand the Plates section, we can see what the equal part detection has done. For example, all identical ribs have been recognized and grouped under a single position number. Next, we need to update the metadata. We find that function up here under Bills of Materials. We can simply confirm that on the left side in the dialog. Now that that's done, we're ready to start the DXF export. We click the DXF export button in the Drawings section. In the dialog that opens on the left, we have the option to export either individual components or the entire assembly. Since we want to export all sheet metal parts from the assembly, we select the assembly here and assign an order number for the export. Below that, we have the export options. Here you can specify, for example, that the quantity of identical parts is written into the file name. Then there are various export options, such as the geometry, bend lines, sketches, and more. Once everything is set up, we simply choose a file path and confirm. The export also converts all sheet metal parts from extruded bodies into SolidWorks sheet metal parts. This process takes a few seconds. During export, identical parts are exported as a single file. All done, let's take a look at the output. At the specified file path, a folder has been created containing subfolders named after the sheet metal thickness, so you always have a clear overview. In our case, we have folders for 10 mm and 20 mm, and inside we find the DXF files. The file names include the order number, the position number, and the quantity. The one with a quantity of 6, that must be the ribs. We can open that file in a viewer, and sure enough, it's the rib. In this case, it's simply the flat geometry of the sheet metal part. For our second example, we're looking at bent sheet metal parts. These angles were designed using the SolidSteel parametric sheet metal clip angle feature and saved as a custom connection, so they can be placed repeatedly throughout the model. There are dedicated videos on how to create details like these. Now we want to generate DXF files for these angles as well, which means we again need to assign position numbers and update the metadata first. Once that's done, we're ready to export. Again, we select all sheet metal parts from the assembly. Same process as before, but this time, we also want to include the bend lines in the export, since what we're exporting here is the unfold of the bent sheet. We select a file path for saving, confirm, and the parts are exported one by one. And that's it. Let's check the files. Here we can see the 12 mm thickness folder, with 2 files, each with a quantity of 2 noted in the name. We open one of the files in the viewer, and there we can clearly see the bend line, exactly as expected. That wraps up this video. I hope you found it useful. If you click on the suggested video, you'll see just how powerful and convenient the custom connections in SolidSteel parametric really are. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.